Man, what a great Thanksgiving Day game it was. The weather was great. We got Coach Dunbar that's on the line with us, calling in after the game. Coach Dunbar, you remember the last Thanksgiving Day game that we played, how cold it was? That game where the kids didn't even have to wear, like, they had to wear their street sneakers, and beautiful today.
Yeah, I think that was 2018. I think it was. It was like one of the coldest. Probably. I mean, I know a lot of schools actually canceled that day, so I know Westerly played, but a lot of schools ended up playing that Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep. A lot of schools canceled. And today we had a beautiful day. The place was packed up there, which you talked about all season long. The energy playing at home in Westerly, and to open it up. Like we've been talking about Coach Najee Barrels all year. What he does with the linemen, the crowd loves him. He stepped on the field, and the crowd erupted.
Yeah, man, he is probably the best, and he's not just a hype man, but he's a great, one of the best offensive line coaches in the state. And when you add everything that he brings from just getting the dog pound into the game, getting the crowd into the game, we're happy we have him.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, is he does a lot all week long with the linemen, and everything he does as far as getting the kids hyped up. When you get home later and you want to rewatch it, I actually have the game on now. During your interview. So, how'd you come out of this first game with Stonington? 28-14. Started off a little kind of shaky. But then you kind of got it ironed out.
Yeah, I mean, I think we obviously didn't play our best game. There was mistakes. I think this is a huge game for these kids. It's a lot of pressure for them. This game is so big, and that a lot of our guys are like really pressing and stressed out because they want to play so great more than they are in any other game. So I think when you add the emotions, you add just how many people show up, and how important this game is to the community. I think at times, if guys aren't focused, they can let the emotion of the game get the best of them. And I thought at times that happened, but our kids are mature. They were able to calm down and get things into perspective and able to finish out the game.
You're absolutely right. When you say this is a big game, especially in towns like West Warwick, Stonington, West Warwick, Coventry, where this game right here, this Thanksgiving Day game, because some families is bigger than any game.
Yeah, I mean, more than once, people told me that this game was bigger than the state championship. So
Oh yeah,
I think when you see how many people show up today, they had to have been at least over 3,000 people there, and that's great. It's great to get to coach in a game of that magnitude and a game that means so much to so many people. A lot of alumni come back. I was happy that they recognized the class of 2021. Those guys they bought into me in the spring, and they had a great spring season. So I was happy that they got recognized, having that game taken away from them. But yeah, it's a big game. It means a lot. I'm happy we came out on top. At the end of the day, it's about finding a way to win, and I think that's something that we've done all year. Our three losses came to the two teams in Division Two that ended up playing for the Division Two Super Bowl. Other than that, we didn't lose a game all season. So I think with the year and honestly, this is my first year and our coaching staff's first year, and I think as we continue to build in Westerly, I think the best is yet to come.
yeah. A lot of people there. The place was packed. I seen Charlie, the former announcer. I spoke with former coach Miranda for a brief minute. UMass Dartmouth. Ryan's always in the house, and I told a lot of people, I didn't see a lot of other teams paying homage to last year's class, and big respect for what Jamie did and the school for doing that, because I think it meant a lot to them core players.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, this is the biggest game of the year for in Westerly and Stonington. This game means just as much as a championship. So that 2021 senior class that didn't get an opportunity to play in this game, we feel for those guys, and shout out to Jamie and our school administration for finding a way to recognize those players.
Jamie put on a great show. Everything that went on today, and everything that he's been doing all season long. Respect to your athletic director. You definitely have one of the better athletic directors in the game.
100%. Jamie's a great athletic director. He's passionate and dedicated to Westerly sports. and Westerly football. He provides me and my coaching staff everything we need to be successful. He's a great guy to have on your side.
Lance Williams, did he break a record today?
Unfortunately, he didn't break the record today, but the only fortunate part of that is that he has another year of football left in that Bulldogs uniform. So he'll be back next year as a senior with more experience. He's been a starter for us since his sophomore year. As a senior, we expect him to get even better, and he's going to have some weapons coming back. And I'll be surprised if he doesn't get it next year. But at the end of the day, we're not playing for records; we're playing for W's. And we got the W. He did enough to get us that win today. He's our quarterback, QB1, a guy that we trust in. We ask a lot of him, and he goes out there and performs every single week.
And salute to Danny. Everything Danny means to Lance, and everything Danny means to your program. You know,
Mhm.
I can't say enough about Coach Danny Miranda
Yeah, great young coach. He's only going to get better every single year.
and Ronnie Spazzato. You got a lot of great pieces to your coaching staff, and we spoke. I said that was one of your highlights, and you had said that you actually take pride in the way you put staffs together.
100%. I come from coaching college football. My background as a coach. I coached the year of high school at Portsmouth, and then after that, I got into the college coaching ranks. And just from being a college coach, it's never just one person doing everything. You build a staff, and getting an opportunity to be a part of a college coaching staffs and seeing how everybody adds value. That's something that I try to bring to the high school game, and I think I've been pretty successful at that.
I seen Coach Spazzato posting pictures of Zach Tuck winning the award, which I'm not surprised. The kid's a bull. He's been a bull ever since I've known Zach Tuck. Real strong kid. Any other
Mhm.
awards go to players on the team today?
Yeah, we had a leadership award go to Greg Gorman, and we had a Lineman of the Year award go to Xavier Webster, and we also recognized Mike Garafola for his efforts, in the past in the spring season, and he won Lineman of the Year for the spring season.
Nice. So a great kid. Comes from great stock, great father. His brother Matthew plays on your team, as you know. But yeah, I couldn't say enough about the Garafolas. Nice people.
Yes, sir. Great football family in town. Mike was a great player for me in the spring. Matt is only a sophomore. He started for us this year as a sophomore offensive lineman. He's only going to get bigger and stronger. I expect him to have a dominant junior campaign. And, like I always say, man, the future is bright in Westerly.
So, Coach, rinse, wash, repeat. When do you get back to work?
January. I'll give us about 7 weeks off from Thanksgiving Day. So about 7 weeks from now, like it's usually mid to late January, we'll get back in the weight room 3 days a week. This year, we're going to try to hold some type of meeting so we can kind of access more kids in the school to any kid that's interested in playing football for the fall 2022 season. We'll have a meeting. We'll give them our winter schedule, and we'll get back to the grind, man. It's as a high school football program, it's not just about the fall. It's getting more and more competitive every single year. I think that off season start it really never ends for me, to be honest with you. I mean, I got stuff going on in December as far as football is related, but as far as Wesley football goes, we'll be back at it in January.
No, you're a football guy, and you're a perfect fit in this town. You're constantly year round doing football things, and you've been ever since I've known of you. Working with your Breakthrough Academy. Working with
Hmm.
a lot of coaches in the state. Doing a lot of things for a lot of great kids, and a lot of kids that come through your program. And I'm not saying it's because of your program, but they go on to be successful on the high school field. They go on to play college ball. So it seems that
100.
these programs definitely work for these kids.
Yeah, and man, the thing is like Rhode Island's a small state, so I think we should all be able to come together and help get each other better. It's all about iron sharpening iron. When you got the smallest state, some people look at that as a negative, but having a small state, that can be a positive as well because we can get all our best players. They're within driving distance from each other. We can get them all on the same field, competing against one another. whether it's different leagues or whether it's, camps, clinics, we can get everybody in the same spot at the same time pretty easy. So I think Rhode Island being such a small state, it's easy for our top guys to all get together and work, and that's only going to make football in the state of Rhode Island better.
Well, you heard it, Coach Dunbar. Any last words before I let you go?
Hey, I just want to thank you, Mikey, for the great coverage all season. The season came to an end today. So, obviously there's not going to be much more of these opportunities. So I just want to give you your flowers, man. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. I know you're only going to continue to grow and get better as time goes on.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you. Thank you, Coach Dunbar, and we'll talk to you very soon.
All right. Have a good one.
What a great season we had with Coach Dunbar. All the great, great coaches that came on. Coach Piva, Coach Goodhart, Coach Pennington. And thank you to everybody that makes this possible, man. Shout out to Coldwell Bankers. Mark Wright, a presidential award winner. Definitely give Mark a call today if you're looking to buy a house, if you're looking to just talk about buying a home. Big shout out to R&R Elite Recruits. You're looking to get recruited, give R&R a call. Big shout out to the Situate Spartans football community. And thank you, Coach Dunbar. And then again, congratulations to UMass Dartmouth on winning a championship, man. That goes to show all the hard work that Coach McCormick and his staff put in over there. Joshua Surt being on this list, I am not surprised. All right, well, we out. The season came to an end, but we're going to have more coming up. Don't even worry about it. We're going to try to hook up with Coach Blake, too.
You nervous with butterflies in your stomach, don't try to intimidate me, you couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work, he ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.